Hey, it's me, Matt AIDIY, the AI music guy. I'm just doing a call out to the women of AI music. I'm just wondering where you are, and I just want to go through a little bit about that and encourage you to get into it. Cool. So the reason I wanted to do this episode is because I feel that women are massively underrepresented in the AI music space. I don't know if that translates over to the music space. I don't think so. I've seen plenty of female band members and singers out there at local shows and at pubs and all that stuff. I think the problem that I want to highlight is very much exclusive or particular to AI music. And I'm wondering why. And I'll get into the stats now. So I'll just pull up some stats here from my YouTube channel, and my website actually correlates roughly the same amount. Out of my 3,000, I want to say 300 roughly by the time this video comes out, subscribers, 7.3% are female. I won't worry about all the age stuff, other than the fact that age audience is a bit lower than I thought it was. So I hope that you younger people find this channel to be skibbity, no capping. But with the female audience, I'm really curious about that. And the reason why I'm curious about that, like I said, I pulled up stats from the website from my subscribers through my website as well, the people I talk to. And what highlighted that to me is the fact that I interviewed Brianna, who was a fantastic interview. People speak about Brianna all the time. They say, I love that interview you did with Brianna, or even when I'm just having conversations. She is an empath who gets involved in a lot of really good community work around the world. She's a really good writer of music, and the way that she described the way to write songs connected to a lot of people. It's certainly connected to me. I have had her in mind every single time I do a song. I think like, okay, she said this, and I'm going to frame it this way, and I'm going to, keep track of the way the things flow, in particular, the way it's in cadence, and I'm not going to make things rhyme overly over and over. It sounds like Dr. Seuss. Anyway, and a lot of people connected to that. And I was starting to notice that, okay, and I love the fact that, I don't want to have people just because they're male or female, but then there's a male and a male and a male. And, I wanted to have more females represented in the interviews that I'm doing, because I'm hoping that having females, for one thing, because Brianna was fantastic and I connected to her, but also because I want females that connect to other females, to have females to look at on the channel being interviewed, seeing they're interesting, and saying, well, I think I can do that. And one of the problems I find, I think, with women in general is finding times to do things for themselves, right? I've started up women's baseball teams at the local club, and it was the hardest thing I won't say it's the hardest thing I've ever done, but it's a very difficult thing to do. I started up with support from the club, but I was very much at that stage on my own. So I'm almost have nothing to do with it at this point. I've handed over a lot of stuff. Most of the stuff that's done has been fantastic since I handed over. So I'm not going to take full credit for it, but at the early stages, a lot of work on my part, the marketing part, the meeting with people. One of the issues that you have with women is they feel like they don't have time to do stuff for themselves, even though doing stuff for yourselves in this way was very healthy, but they have to bring their kids to sport. So they don't want to, and their husbands are, building cars or whatever they're doing on the weekend. They feel that that's not the thing for them to do. And I think that AI music you can do that in your own time. You can put the kids to bed. You can force that time because that's my time. I do it. But I would like to see more women getting into it. I think women have a unique voice. When I see women playing sport in the local grassroots level, even at the elite level, it's a different thing. It brings something different to the table. One thing is there seems to be a lot more mutual respect that goes on, shaking hands, understanding who the other players are, bouncing ideas off of, helping each other get better. Where I find with a lot of the men's sports is very much more about the competition and you work out your own problems. I don't find, and I get a lot of joy out of seeing women do that. So a lot of the stuff that I see with that small percent of women coming through with the music is lyrically great, well thought out. I mean, not exclusively, everybody's different, but in the small percentage, it's a big hitting stuff with the quality of work that I'm seeing coming through. So part of this is a call out, because when I have reached out to some of the women for podcasts, I'm too old. No one wants to hear what I have to say. I don't really want to be on camera with my face. I don't think anybody's going to value what I have to say. And it's just the opposite, man. I do want to see your face on there. Other people want to see your face on there. I think if women see other women doing this, I think that percentage, hopefully, on my YouTube channel of people being involved in AI music is going to go from 7.3 up to, hopefully 50%. That'd be fantastic. I'd love that. And your voices will get out there. But that's the stuff I wanted to talk about. I don't want to go too much into, a million different rings. I think I've made the point that I'm trying to make on this. I really want to see more women getting into AI music. Biggest thing is at the grassroots level of what we're doing, and we're not on stage performing, is the healing and the purpose that it's giving people to make this sort of thing, to make the music, to be creative, to have your ideas get out there. It's not unique to just the men that are doing it. It's very much for the women that don't feel that they're allowed to have a voice. And you can get that voice out, and you can get it out on paper or a computer or whatever, and then you can put it out there. And then I'll highlight it on my 5 featured artist thing. And then you're going to have people in my community who are fantastic people every week, and they show up every week to support what you're doing. They're going to go to your channel. They're going to tell you how much they like it, and then they're going to be regular followers and commenters on your channel. I would love to see that. I want to come back here in 3 months time. It is I think it's towards getting the end of July right now when I'm filming this. I'd like at the end of the year, I'd like to come up, look at these stats at the end of the year and have that number at least be in double digits. And I'd like to have a few more women that I'm interviewing on my channel. So if you're into that, please do definitely comment down below. Comment down below, and I'll just briefly talk about my charity as well, which is the John Fawcett Foundation. They go to remote villages out in Indonesia to cure cataract surgery. It's not just for that one person, it's multi-generational. That fixes because those people don't become a burden on the family anymore, and people can do their own things. It's great. I've been out to Indonesia to watch surgery done. It's life-changing for them. It was life-changing for me as well. If you'd like to support the channel, buy a t-shirt down below, make a donation to John Fawcett, make a donation to me in that PayPal link, or buy a t-shirt. I appreciate it. But either way, watch the channel, and I appreciate you no matter what you do. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one.